Hey, and welcome back to my channel. So I just thought I would sit down and do a little bit of a myth busting video about exercise. There's so much misinformation and just an overwhelming amount of information out there about fitness and how to get the transformation, how to get the results, and it's hard to really sift through it and know what really is correct. So this should help you if you're not really seeing results, or maybe just have a few questions. This should help you. I'm going to go through 3 common myths, and I do have a little bit of background knowledge to support my answers. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, and I am certified in strength and conditioning, CSCS. So yeah, my name's Holly. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Let's get right into it. So the first myth is that more exercise is always better, right? And this is so not true in our world, where we always feel like more is better, hustle harder, you're just not doing enough. This doesn't really carry over if our goal is aesthetics or even weight loss. Okay, this used to be me back when I started this whole fitness journey. Let's go back to college at University of Michigan. I wanted to be fit as possible, so I would go to the gym for hours. I was a cardio bunny. I would just sit on the elliptical or the treadmill, watch Netflix for an hour plus, and then I would go to the weight room and I would throw weights around without taking any rest. I was doing 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, who knows how many exercises I was doing a session, but I was just fitting as many as I could. And I was like, I've been working so hard. Why am I not seeing any results? Okay, like I'm naturally really thin. So my goal was to, create a little bit of curve and a little bit of muscle, which you can do, but I was like, I guess this just isn't for me. I'm not doing it correctly. And then I started working at a gym my sophomore to junior year, and I started learning a little bit more about the correct way to exercise. Mainly I was teaching group classes though, but I got to peek in on the strength training, and then that motivated me to get my certification in strength and conditioning. So that was all in preparation to go to physical therapy school. And even still in physical therapy school, after having a little bit more knowledge, I just so ingrained of the mindset of like, you need to do more, or you learn a new exercise and you want to add it. But it was still too much. I was still doing like 8 exercises a session and resting only like 60 seconds, trying to get it all in. And for my body, it just was too much. I was overtraining and not getting still the results that I wanted to see. Also not eating enough. So what I really think is the answer is doing less, but with more intensity, and following a program specific to your goals. That way you have some way of tracking the weights, the sets, the reps, how much rest you're doing between sets, the frequency that you're doing it, so it's correct for you. And if you've been hustling hard and not seeing the results, this is probably it. You're probably doing too much. I would back down to 4, 5, or 6 exercises a session that focus on the basics, not all the cool Instagram worthy exercises you see out there. You don't need to do every single new exercise that you see. Bring it down to the basics and get better at them, and that is when you will see results. The basics are, for me, squat, deadlift, hip thrust, some kind of push, either a bench press or a shoulder press, and some type of pull. I like to either do the lat pull down to track or pull up. So this is gonna work more than one muscle, and it's a good way to track progressive overload. Track your weights, go back to the basics. I'm telling you, more is not better, okay? So I hope that just helped us bust myth number 1. Let's go on to myth number 2. The next one we're gonna talk about is that you need to be doing more cardio if you want to lose weight, right? If you're not losing weight, start running or start doing the elliptical machine for a while and you'll lose weight. That's definitely not how it goes. You shouldn't be looking at you shouldn't be over obsessed rather of how many calories you're burning a session. Right? That's more about diet. You can never out train a bad diet. Focus on your nutrition. learning how to put a good plate together with adequate protein to help you build muscle, carbohydrates, which ladies, we need carbs for energy, so please don't cut that out unless there's a medical reason, and fat to keep you satiated and also just healthy to keep our insides working right. But really the answer is resistance training or weight training. The more muscle that you have, the more calories you're gonna burn throughout the day, okay? It's gonna improve your metabolism. Instead of just the amount of calories you burn in one session, you'll burn more throughout the day. Also, the more muscle you have, it's more dense than fat, so you actually look smaller. Any given weight, listen, at any given weight, the more muscle you have, the smaller that you will look, okay? At any given weight, the more muscle you have, the smaller you will look. Let that sink in. The last one is the last myth, number 3, and I think we're getting over this. It's that lifting weights will make you bulky. And now that I go to the gym, well, not now, but the more I go to the gym more recently, I've seen way more women in the weight section of the room lifting heavy and just like being super badass. And I love it. I'm so here for it. I think that society is starting to like embrace this more and realize that weight training does not make a woman bulky unless you take steroids. Like, we just don't have the hormonal structure to look manly, okay? So unless you're taking something, you will not look bulky. I've never felt more feminine. You can actually use weight training to create more of an hourglass figure. Like, the more you work your back and your butt, you can get that like snatched waist look. And you can definitely emphasize this. Like, where you can't spot train to like reduce fat, you can emphasize your curves and your natural female body. So lift weights. What are you waiting for? The answer to all of these myths is lift weights. You'll feel better than ever, and functionally, like, you're gonna be able to pick up your heavy suitcases, groceries. You won't have to rely on men for this, okay? And as we get older, women's bone density decreases more. The camera did indeed die on me. I lost the charger, so I can't charge it until the new one comes on Saturday, but that's okay. This is the end of the video. I'm sorry for the like change in volume. Anyways, what I wanted to say about that is, like, when we get older, women bone density decreases faster than men's, and it's gonna lead to like osteoporosis, breaking bones when we like fall. I know no one's thinking about this yet, but it's gonna help you in the long term, and it's gonna help decrease any comorbidities, health conditions. So if you're not worried about the aesthetics, longevity, feeling good as you age, this is honestly the body of youth. Do your weight training. Let's go over the myths that we busted today. Number 1, more exercise is not always better. Often less done better is better. Number 2 is that cardio is not the answer for weight loss. It's good nutrition, having a good solid weight training program, and of course many other factors, sleep, stress, etc. More lifestyle oriented than just, yeah, you just need to eat less and do more cardio. No, it's everything. And then finally, that weights will make you bulky as a woman. No, they won't. They're gonna make you feminine and feel hot as ever, look better naked, feel better, and just have better aging. So that is what we're covering in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what kind of workouts you want to see or questions that you have, and I'm excited. I hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video if it helped you out or you just enjoyed spending a little bit of time with me. I'll see you next time.